Both of us stood there staring at my mistake, and then I said something very inadequate to explain it and left. I think we need some context before this part. I work in a 24/7 hospital unit, meaning that sometimes I work on holidays. There's a lot to like about working the holidays, like free food and fewer patients or phone calls. And since I don't personally follow many holiday traditions, I don't miss out on much by not being at home. Basically, I used to think I was the Chad Aspie dunking on the virgin normies. But recently I had a bad time during a holiday at work. You see, I'm the kind of person who really depends on routines to feel balanced. This means that hospital work is a good environment for me because everything in the hospital runs on routines. We've got AM lab draws, Lillian's special morning checklist time, AM shift handoff, breakfast service, morning med passes, morning rounds, morning meeting, 12 o'clock meds, lunch service, and so much more. People park in the same spots, they come onto the same unit at the same time, it's great. And when the hospital routine is broken, it's usually some big emergency like a code. When something like that happens, it can be really helpful to have someone like me who knows all the protocols and who can stay clear-minded when a lot is happening. But during holidays, all the routines I like get broken in non-emergency ways and people switch to small talk scripts I haven't memorized. On a normal day, people say,
"How are you?"
And I say good or okay. On a holiday, people say,
"Got any plans?"
And I think, like after work, I'm going to be streaming, but I don't want anyone here to know about that. I'm not cooking anything. I don't have any family visiting. I'm going to take a shower. I need to do the laundry, I guess. If you work with Americans on the Turkey Day, sometimes one of them will say something truly deranged like, "What are you thankful for?" In those situations, I just do the classic and go. Anyways, those kinds of things had me feeling really off balance this most recent holiday, and I experienced my worst aspie nightmare. I was walking down the hall, and I made eye contact with this guy I work with. And then I kept making eye contact. After staring deeply into his soul for a while, we were both starting to feel awkward, so I decided to say something. And that's when I did it. I did the thing. I did the thing I haven't done in a long time. I opened my mouth, and the words that came out were the sort of Eldridge Cronenberg sentence that makes you glad that H.R. Geiger didn't get into script writing. It's the sort of sentence where you're trying to make a joke, but the joke gets wrapped up in an out-of-context inside joke, and you're also trying to put an ironic spin on it when you're very unqualified to perform irony, and then this verbal hairball just sort of falls out of your mouth. Both of us stood there staring at my mistake, and then I said something very inadequate to explain it and left. Later, as I was giving my handoff report to the next shift who was here to relieve me from this nightmare, I jokingly said that I had said something really weird to that other co-worker who was in the nurse's station at the time. He said, and I quote, "Yeah, that was pretty weird." Anyways, I hope this video made you feel a little bit less alone if you're struggling with something similar. And if that's the case, I hope you can find it in yourself to go a little easy on yourself. Holidays are hard, and that is okay.